And now, the general weather around Alaska.
Starting off with today's satellite imagery, you can see low pressure out here over the western Bering Sea with cloudiness to the north and east of that, and a lot of shower activity scattered across the western and central Aleutian areas. A lot of loose, disorganized clouds here across southern Alaska, and then we've got low pressure here just south of the eastern North Gulf Coast, and that pushing a better organized area of clouds into the Panhandle with some light rain across the entire region there, back to the west into Prince William Sound. And up to the north, clouds with some light snow going on up over the Arctic coast and into the North Slope there. Some of that spilling on down into the northern Bering Sea around St. Lawrence Island through the Strait. And on the chart today, here's this low south of the eastern North Gulf Coast. We're actually just right in the Gulf of Alaska there, pushing a front and some rain, gusty winds into the Panhandle with moisture extending back into Prince William Sound and toward the southern Kenai Peninsula, but amounts quite light, especially during the afternoon hours today. Not too bad in the interior, just mostly cloudy skies and dry conditions, some light snow up over the Yukon Flats, light snow or snow showers here over the southwest interior, and also some light snow for the Arctic coast, North Slope with gusty east winds there, especially on the western Arctic coast. And again, some light snow spilling down into St. Lawrence Island. And then this week low here, really winds not much of a factor at all out over the Bering Sea or the Aleutians. Just some showers there for the Fox Islands into the Alaska Peninsula. And for tonight, low pressure here over the southwest part of the state. Not too strong, but enough to keep some light snow and cloudy skies going from Norton Sound there into the lower Yukon River Valley, Kuskokwim Valley southward into northern Bristol Bay, where it mixes with some mixed precipitation. Mostly rain showers for the Alaska Peninsula eastern Aleutians, and showers continue for the central and western Aleutians there, with most of the moisture staying to the north. Otherwise, low pressure here starting to pull back to the west a little bit. Actually kind of elongating along this trough axis coming across southern Cook Inlet there. And that's going to still push another pretty good trough into the Panhandle. So looking at some pretty gusty winds here along the north coast tonight, with precipitation continuing all the way down toward the Queen Charlottes there. Dry for the Copper River Basin, Susitna Valley, northern Cook Inlet area, right on up into the interior. Tanana Valley, and from about the White Mountains northward, look for some scattered snow showers. Not much change for the Arctic coast and North Slope areas, with the strongest winds on the west side, lightest on the east side. And then for tomorrow, low pressure pulling back here right over Cook Inlet. That's going to start to increase the moisture, especially in the afternoon, Turnagain Arm, Chugach Mountains, Kenai Peninsula, and showers with a trough, not all that strong of a trough, but that'll keep it unsettled here for the North Gulf Coast and the southeast coast. Otherwise, not a bad day, maybe some clearing, partial clearing for the Copper River Basin up into the upper Tanana Valley area. Still some flurries for the Yukon Flats and a widespread area of light snow or snow showers here, with generally cloudy skies from the southern Seward Peninsula all across the southwest interior. And again, not much change for the Arctic coast down in towards St. Lawrence Island. Low pressure holding out here over the western Bering Sea. And then for Monday, much stronger system comes right up in toward the eastern Aleutians there. Gale and storm force winds around this center here, pushing into the Alaska Peninsula and in toward Bristol Bay. Look for wind gusts of 50 to 70 miles per hour associated with this system. Wind and rain starting to bear down on southwest Kodiak Island later in the day. Otherwise, to the north here, not a bad day with light winds, dry conditions, variably to mostly cloudy skies here, right on down into Prince William Sound. Could be some clearing anywhere in this area on Monday. Just some light snow showers possible for the northeast part of the state, and for the southeast coast, showers mainly over the central and southern areas, scattering out to the north. And moving on to the lows tonight, 30s and 40s for the Panhandle, mostly in the teens, central interior, and 20s to lower mid 30s here, south central Alaska, near 40 for Kodiak Island, upper 30s for the Alaska Peninsula and the Aleutians, with lows anywhere from 0 to 10 for the Brooks Range area, and mostly in the teens and 20s for the Arctic coast. Highs for tomorrow, Lower to mid-20s, a day much like today for the North Slope and Arctic coast, with highs in the 20s here in the central interior, 30s, southern Alaska. Down toward the coast, though, right around 40 or into the mid-40s, say around Middleton Island, Kodiak Island, as well as the Alaska Peninsula and the Aleutians, lower 40s there, and in the 40s to near 50 for the Panhandle. And then the lows on Monday morning in the teens again in the central interior, teens now for the Kuskokwim Valley, otherwise 20s to lower 30s for south central Alaska, and lows mostly in the upper 30s to lower 40s for the Panhandle. And everyone above zero right up to the Brooks Range there, down to maybe 5 to 10 for the lows there, and in the teens to lower 20s for the Arctic coast. That'll be followed by highs in the 20s, lower to mid-20s for the highs for the Arctic coast, chilliest here for the Brooks Range, and then highs right around 20 there for the central interior, a little milder out here to the west, and mid to upper 40s for the Alaska Peninsula with that storm system coming in, a little milder air with that. Lower 40s for the Pribilofs, mid-40s Kodiak Island, in the 30s south central Alaska, mid-20s in the Copper River Basin, and upper 40s for the Panhandle.